Hi there, I'm Rhonda, and I help makers turn their digital designs into income. On my channel, you'll get quick tutorials, cool tools, and simple strategies to grow your digital product business. If you want daily AI prompts, trend tips, and a fun community that gets it, join us in our AI Profit Society. I left a link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And now, without any further delay, let's get into today's video. Hey guys, it's Rhonda, and in this video, I am inside of Artistly today. And in this video, I'm just going to go over a couple features here in Artistly that I don't want you to be sleeping on, that you might not even realize are here, or might not even realize it's capable of doing different things, okay? So we are going into Fast AI Image Designer. And the first thing I want to show you is under AI Design Agents, the clipart feature, okay? Now, I know some of us are used to using My Designs where we can bulk prompt and give it, 5, 10 different prompts at a time and have it run them all for us. Well, guess what? We can do that here in Artistly too. Under this Generate Clip Art, we can give it up to 10 different prompts and it will generate 10 different images for us. So what I'm going to do is come over here to my Creative AI prompt library. And I am going to grab a prompt and we're going to have 10 different variations made of it. And you know what? I really like this butterfly image here, okay? So I am going to take that and I'm going to copy that prompt. And again, I will leave a link for the Creative AI prompt library below for you in the description. It has a ton of different prompts in here, and I add new ones all the time. We just added a bunch of templates for alphabets and numbers. So there's all kinds of great prompts in here, even ones to help you run your business, not just image prompts, okay? These are ones that you can run in ChatGPT, and then there's stock photo prompts, so you can make your own mock-ups if you want to, things like that. But anyway, I grabbed a prompt and I'm going to bring it over here to my prompt scaler and variation generator. And all I'm going to do is type in here, scale this prompt for different color themes and main subjects, okay? So I know this is a butterfly in here, and I want it to just have them change some of the colors and change the butterfly for other animals or whatever it comes up with. So we're still going to do 10 different ones. Like this first one is a moth, and they changed the colors and gave it a little bit different ambiance. So we are going to wait for it to generate all 10 of these, okay? And once it has all 10, I'm just going to copy them, all 10 of them at one time. Copy, and I'm going to bring it right over here. And like I said, we're in AI Design Agents, Clip Art. I'm going to paste all 10 of those in. And I'm going to tell it to create 10 images. And then we just hit the generate clip art and give it a few minutes. Now this does take a little bit of time because it is generating 10 different images at once. It's not just doing one or two. So it takes a few, but now they are all running. Here's a set I had just done. It started out as, let's scroll down here. It started out as Mrs. Claus taking a selfie with a reindeer. And then I had the program scale it out for different themes and holidays. So here we have this cute little like May Day spring themed one with a little fairy and bird. We have our Day of the Dead here with a dog. We have a Hanukkah one. This looks like it could very well be a New Year's. That's what I was thinking. New Year's, Thanksgiving with a little pilgrim girl and turkeys. and 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Valentine's, and Halloween. So that's what we did. I did that earlier today, but we're going to give this just a couple more minutes to finish processing all 10 of these, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what we got. We have our moth, a dragonfly, a hummingbird. This is just a swirling vine, flower, jellyfish, fox, bee, moon, and butterfly. Now, it didn't always put the textured paper background on the back that I wanted, so I would probably rerun a few of these, but you can do the bulk prompting, okay? And here's another one I want to show you, and I'm going to use some of these same prompts that I had this. Let's grab this jellyfish prompt. And look here at Seamless Patterns V2. And we're going to go in there. Now I know you're thinking, so we're going to make seamless patterns? No, I'm not. I'm going to get rid of that, a seamless pattern of, and I'm just going to paste in my prompt, the hand-drawn ink and watercolor illustration of the jellyfish, and I'm going to hit generate image. So do not think that the seamless patterns V2 is just for seamless patterns. You can actually make some very, very nice renderings with this. Here we go. Here, this is what came out of the clipart prompt generator, and we do have a faint background, a little bit, but this is what we got out of the V2 seamless design. Now, it's not seamless. I didn't ask it to be seamless, okay? But if you run it through there, get rid of that seamless prompt, you can get some very, very nice generations. I'm going to take this same prompt and I'm going to run it in just our basic run from prompt. All right. I'm going to do 2 images, high quality, just our create from prompt basic generator. I'm going to run it through there, and I'm going to also come up here and I'm going to go to one of my more favorite, actually no, I do want this on a aged background. So I'm going to go down here to the grunge scrapbook, and I'm going to generate it in that too. So we can compare it with the image that we made in the seamless pattern V2. I think this came out absolutely beautiful in there. We've got our faint constellations on the digital paper in the background. It looks amazing. So here's one from just our create from prompt, and I see stars in the background, and I do see some aged paper, but I don't see any constellations. And I don't think the rendering on the jellyfish is quite as intricate or as nice as it is in the one from V2 or seamless V2. Let me refresh this and see if I can pop another couple of these. All right, here's the other one from our standalone create from prompt. And again, that looks, it's nice. I like it, but it did not give me the background dotted with faint constellations, but this one did. The scrapbook one, this looks wonderful, but again, it still did not give me exactly what I was asking for. And neither did this one. They both look fantastic. Both of those, I'd be happy to use any of these. But going into V2 seamless patterns actually gave me exactly what I asked for. The faded paper, faded textured paper backdrop dotted with faint constellations. That is in there. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to grab another one of these, okay? Let's do the butterfly. Butterfly with crystalline geometric wings and icy blue. And it is on a background dusted with star and moon symbols, okay? So we're going to go and we'll run this from our basic create from prompt. And I'll have it make 2 of them.
And then I'm going to go here to our Illustrator. And this time, I think I'm just going to run it here on this watercolor inspired digital. And let's see what we get. And then lastly, I am going to come in here to Seamless Patterns V2. Get rid of that seamless pattern of starting prompt and click generate. And let's see what we get this time. Alrighty, so this is what we have. This is from our basic prompt, and we have our butterfly, but we don't have like crystalline geometric wings, okay? We do have some star and moon symbols on the background. This is from the watercolor inspired digital. And again, we do have our stars and moons, but again, we're not looking really at a crystalline geometric wing pattern here. But now if you look at Seamless Patterns V2, our wings are definitely in the geometric crystalline style that we asked for. And we are on some faded paper with stars and moons in the background. So it depends on what you want. You know, I personally absolutely love this one. I think that looks fantastic. I think this one looks great. They all look amazing. And I wanted to show you that you can use this Seamless Patterns V2 for more than just seamless patterns. Let's go back over to the prompt library and let's grab some other things. I have some holiday and seasonal ones. I just added like a Western cowboy kind of theme. So let me grab that. And this was created using Nano Banana right here. So let's see what kind of results that we get here in Image Designer. So I'm going to go to Seamless Patterns V2 again. I'm going to paste that in. And generate the image. And then I'm just going to go to Create from Prompt, pick 2, Generate Image. Okay, there is our Seamless Patterns V2 design. This looks great. And I think I was too quick to run this. Let's go ahead and run those two now quick in the plain. And then let's run them under watercolored inspired digital. And I'm just going to leave it at 1. And this is what we get from our plain old create from prompt, which it isn't anything. I mean, it's a nice image, but it's got that 3D kind of Pixar feel to it. And that's not what I was going for. I was going for something more like this. So that looks good, but it is definitely not what I was looking for. This too is just it's a little too bright. I was going for, you know, here is our original design done in Nano Banana with more like boho type colors with a little bit of, they're not so bold and in your face, kind of subtle colors. And that's what I got out of the Seamless Patterns V2. It seems to adhere to your prompt a little bit better than some of the other styles and even just your plain old image generation here, create from prompt. Now I'm going to try it in Artistic Designer and let's see what we get from that, because sometimes this gives you something a little different too. So again, you know, my main point in this video is that there's a ton of different things that you can use here inside of Artistly, different tools that may say they're for one thing, but there's multiple ways to use them. And I am honestly really, really, really loving the seamless patterns V2, even when I'm not creating patterns. I did see a little wonky here. This ornament has 2 hangers, but that's something that's easily edited out later. Let's refresh this and give it a second. Okay, so this is what we got from the artistic designer. Um, I like the looks of it. Let's forget that Santa has 3 legs going on here. Um, but overall, I like the way that looks. Same with this one. It looks pretty good. I'm just not sure what's going on with his arm there. And this one, Candy Cane, is just kind of, I don't know, hanging out in midair. And it also looks like his boots might be on the wrong foot. But whatever. It's still a pretty decent design. This is the watercolored inspired digital style. Again, it's not bad. It's just the colors are a lot harsher, a lot more intense than I wanted them. Um, the Seamless Patterns V2 gave me the closest rendition to my prompt from Nano Banana. So that is, like I said, that's just another great way to use the seamless patterns. And I'm going to do one more here. This is another Western style Christmas design. Let's do one more just so you can see, that it's not a fluke. This works 99% of the time. I'm never going to say 100% because it's AI. And we all know that there are times when AI has an absolute mind of its own and nothing we do is going to change it. So let's see what this one gives us. Okay, and this is what we got from the Seamless Patterns V2. Very similar to our original prompt. There's a little difference, but of course there is. It's a different model, a different generator, but it still came out overall very similar. So let's run it through just the basic create from prompt and see how much different it looks. All right, and this is what we got from our basic create from prompt. It did everything pretty much similar, but we did not get that like watercolor splash cutout, the brush stroke cutout. But that's definitely a usable design. So keep that in mind, guys, all right? If you're having trouble getting exactly what you want out of like artistic designer and the different styles in AI or Illustrator, come back over here and run it through Seamless Patterns V2 and see what you get. All right, it's definitely an option. And then let's not also forget our AI design agents, our clip art, where we can create 10 images at once. In fact, let me run one more batch of these just so you have that fresh in your head. So I'm going to come back over here to the prompt library. And this time I think I'm going to go into animals and wildlife. And I'm going to look around in here and see what I want. Okay, the silly goose kind of thing is really popular right now, so I'm going to grab that prompt. I'm going to bring it over here to the scaler. Scale this prompt for different situations and events or holidays, okay? And I'm going to paste that in there. So what we have right now is here it is the Western, I'm sorry, whimsical geese attached. Oh, I screwed that up. I didn't ever copy that. How about that? So let me grab that here. Let me stop this. Let me paste that initial prompt that I want. And I'm going to come here. I must have either I didn't copy it properly or something, but so let's, okay, here we go. 4 whimsical geese. So let's run this prompt through the scaler, and it's going to give us, 10 different variations. It's going to preserve the same composition, 4 whimsical geese in a row, each with unique outfits and playful personalities, the quirky illustrative style, but it's going to adapt the theme, color palette, and text. So I am not even going to read all these. I'm just going to grab them. I see we've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, Western Rodeo, summer vacation, Easter, Valentine's Day. All right, so let's paste all 10 of those in here, select 10 images, and generate clip art. So you could create little bundles super fast here in Artistly using this clip art generator under design agents. Okay, so let's give this a few seconds. Okay, so what do we have here? We've got Love Struck Silly Goose with 4 little geese with flowers and arrows, and that's adorable. This one, Hoppin' Silly Goose. This looks cute. I'm just not a fan of where they put the text on this, but I could fix that easily enough in Canva, Photoshop, Photopea, anywhere. But this is cute. We've got the bunny ears going on here, the basket of eggs, and then this guy looks like he has an egg costume. So that looks really cute. Freedom Silly Goose. This one is nice. I like that. Now, some of these I would probably change the phrase or change the text, but that's not that big of a deal. I just copied them as they were. If I was really using these for anything, I would have read over them first and determined if I wanted to change some of the phrases in it. Okay, so this is a beautiful silly goose, and it did mess up the text here. But again, that's still a cute one for Halloween. Goblin silly goose, that's cute. I like that. Snow and silly goose. That's this little goose looks a little weird, but some of these you could rerun them if you weren't real happy. Cheers, silly goose. I like this for New Year's. That one's cute. Cluckin' Lucky Goose. That one is cute for St. Patrick's Day. Ridin' Silly Goose for a rodeo. And like I said, I would, if I had planned on really using these, I would have gone over the text and the phrases it was going to use and probably added some better ones. But it was just to show you an example that we can literally bulk prompt here inside of Artistly. All right. And, if you have a list of prompts, they don't even have to be the same thing. Like, we took one prompt and just scaled it to get 10 different variations on the original prompt. You could actually give it 10 completely different prompts at the same time, and it would run those as well. So that's all I wanted to show you in this video is, just a couple of these features that you may not have known were here, or you may not have realized that you could use them in a way other than what you've already been using them. I am betting that none of you thought you could make something here in the seamless patterns creator that wasn't a seamless pattern. I bet you never would have thought of that. I did it by accident. I wasn't even paying attention, and I just clicked buttons and I ran a prompt, and then I was like, oh, hey, wait, this is not, what did I do here? Let's get in here. I must have not, all right, private, generate image, okay. Let's see what we get. We did the Halloween beautiful silly goose. And let's see what that comes out like, done in the Seamless Patterns V2. But you can use this Seamless Patterns V2 for a lot of different things. So keep that in mind. Don't sleep on some of these features in here. In fact, use them for different things. Just try it out yourself. This is what we got out of Beautiful Silly Goose. And that's a really cute design right there. I like that. And then, of course, don't forget the AI design agents. Clipart is where you can bulk create up to 10 different images at once. Alrighty, guys. So I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, or feel free to join our free community. There's a link below for that as well. And for the next few days, up until the 21st of October, I am also running a lifetime special for my paid community. It's normally $450, but right now there's a coupon where you can save $100 on the paid community, and you can get that lifetime for $350 right now if you use the coupon. So I just thought I'd mention that. Again, questions, go in the comment or in our community, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.